Good morning, Pisces. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I hope you woke up today feeling happy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, subscribed, and gave donations. Happy New Year. All right, Pisceanos, let's get this first reading of the year in spirit. Angels, ancestors, and higher beings, please help me with this message today for my beautiful Pisces people, my Pisceanos. What messages do we have for Pisces? Excuse me, guys. All right, my voice is a little rough today. I know I didn't go out. I went to bed early and I woke up nice and early, so go figure. This tarot deck is called the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. All right, I'm sorry. We got number 13, Broom, 8 of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Page of Swords with the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It says, tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. You've been sweeping things out your house door for a while now. Not just your house. This is it's some very symbolic. It's like your house sometimes is your body. It's also your temple. And you've been throwing things out, dusting it out, giving things away. Like, I don't need that anymore. I'm donating that. Putting those things in boxes, like that's what I'm feeling, like putting a nice pretty ribbon and bow on top of it and throwing it away. So I just feel like you've been in this energy of creating, your life and your space. This could be very literal where, you may be tidying up your home to try, they do say that, like, if you take a look at your home, it pretty much says how your brain is, like what's going on in your mind, in your spirit. It's a reflection of what's going on in your mind and your spirit. So how your home looks is a reflection of who you are. So if it's messy, then it's like you may have a messy mind, you may have a messy heart. There may be some cloudiness in there. My grandmother used to always say, we may be poor, but my house is clean and I have food in my fridge, and I forget there was something else, but it's not coming to me. Like it was like the basics, like you need these things. My house is clean. My fridge is full. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so I am feeling that vibe here. It's like whatever it is that you have, like take care of it. Whatever it is that you have, Pisces. I don't care if you got nothing but yourself. It's like if you got if you got a little 1-bedroom, make that thing shine. Make it feel like a castle in there, That's the feeling here, because God loves when you show appreciation for where you're at in life. He loves when you can take care of the things that he has already given to you, or the things that you have been blessed with. And this goes beyond just like I was saying, like a house situation. This is also yourself, like your body. Like, are you taking care of it? Are you giving it love? What are you putting into your system? What are you clearing out of your system? How about your mind, Pisces? How about that negativity? Let's sweep that negativity away. Let's people that make us feel a certain type of way, let's sweep it away. No. I don't want that in my house. I don't want that in my space. I don't want that in my mind. And then what happens, it frees up energy so that good things can come into your life. We got that 8 of Wands here. It says, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. I do feel that things are going to start moving very quickly for you. I do also feel like you may have a lot of supportive people that are around you that, like, if whatever decision that you decide to do in your life, they're going to be in full support of it, which is wonderful. Because a lot of times Pisceanos, We know we can do things on our own, but it's nice when people appreciate us and, respect us enough to let us lead and do our own thing and live life the way we choose to, because they don't know that we hear messages. They don't know that we're hearing signs. They don't know what's in our spirit that is telling us like this is the way to go. Sometimes all they get stuck and bombarded with is, hello, aren't you going to come over? Aren't you going to do what you normally do? Aren't you going to take care of this for me? And it's like, no, I feel people that are turning around and understanding that you have a higher calling. You have some type of purpose in your life. And so they're going to be supportive of it. Not everyone is going to be 100% ready right off the bat, but they will see the way, and a lot of them will follow you. So that's a good thing, Pisces, because wherever you go, you will have some people behind you that, they hold a light for you. I don't know if you see that. They want good things for you. They may say prayers for you, but they got your back. I don't know who these people are, but there's people here. They got your back. All right, we got the Page of Wands. So keep cleaning your life up, Pisces, because people have your back here. We got Page of Wands here. It says, just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. You want that Maserati? You want the hot body? You better work, biatch. Yes, it's like that's the energy there. It's like, you want things. There's certain your spirit is calling you. It's like talking to you. It's telling you like you can do more. You're very grateful for whatever God has already provided for you in your life. I'm like touching the card and I can feel more. It's like you sit around looking at everything that you have done in your life. And even though it wasn't easy, you're also seeing how everything that you asked for, you have received. A lot, Pisces. You've received a lot of what you at one point were praying for. And it is satisfying. And you could stay complacent in a way, but that there's more to you, and you want to work on yourself more than anything. This isn't even about work or anything, Pisces. This is more about yourself, is what I'm feeling like. Cleaning out my closet. Dun, dun, yes. Things that don't belong in your closet, so to say, in your space, in your mind. You're throwing it away. Like, here, take this stuff out. Like, this stuff was buried way too long for way too many years. It's a shame, because when you're children and when you rely on other people, or when you grow up and you believe in people and, it's like they disappoint you, you don't realize in some ways how that has stayed with you for in your mind space, in your heart, and in your life. It reflected in your life in certain ways. But I feel like you finally opened up that closet door, your dirty secrets, all the dirty things that have came out of it, and you're sweeping it out of your house, your temple, your body, your mind, your spirit. You're getting it out. To me, it feels very refreshing, like spring cleaning, Pisces. Some of you may have been doing some form of cleaning your home very recently, or you will. All right. Page of Swords. It says, curiosity is a type of magic. Curiosity is a type of magic. Oh, your life's about to get magical, Pisces. How do I explain this? Help me. Okay. You're going to have like these little interests. Let me see if I can find an example. Okay, this is just so random. And I know this isn't going to be everyone's story, but let's say you start loving comedy, right? And you start getting into comedy. You start like going to comedy shows, and you start saying, oh, I want to, let me try. Let me give it a chance. I don't know. I probably won't be good at it. I think that interest that you have is going to become something bigger. It says curiosity is a type of magic. It's like first there has to be some form of interest there. And next thing you know, it starts developing, and you start seeing that it was actually magic that was pulling you into a certain direction. And I'm not talking about bad magic. And when I say magic, I mean the universe, things that you cannot see, that you can only feel in the spirit. And the spirit like leads you toward this direction. This may be even about a love interest, Pisces. This may be about a friend, like you just have there's something about, I don't know, like when I talk to you, you feel good, or this feels good. This feels kind of right? And it develops into something more. That's how I'm feeling this. You may have an interest in, there's books outside. Like some of you may need to go outside in order to develop some type of interest. There may be travel is what I'm seeing, especially with that 8 of Wands too. Like you may need to travel or go somewhere because something is sparking your interest. Like you want to see something. Maybe you want to go to Italy. Maybe you want to go see certain things out there. And next thing you know, you go out there and you learn something about yourself, or you learn something new that kind of carries over into your everyday life. I'm feeling cultural things here, Pisces, like becoming more cultural. I don't know why, but you're definitely breaking free is the feeling of like who you thought you were. My goodness, there's this other version of you that I don't quite see yet, but I feel the onset of it coming on. And it starts with some type of interest that you have, some type of curiosity about something. And then you go and you explore, and I just feel it like developing into one of your main purposes in life, if that makes any sense. We also got the 6 of Wands here. You're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. I love it. So you're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. Do you know, Pisces, that people look at you as a big deal? What does that mean? No, people don't like me, Susan. They don't like me. They don't like you because you stand out, Pisces, and that's the reality. There's something about you, your sense of humor, your heart, your spirit. It's different. It's kind of it's very popular in a way. You have to understand that people who are different will experience a lot of hate. You might have experienced it. I've felt something about a younger age and stuff, and you might have experienced a lot of it. Maybe you never quite fit in with people. It's because you were a big fish in a small pond type of feeling. Once you expand this pond, once you go out there into the world, whatever this out there is for you, this could be about education too. Like if you want to further your education, like if you always wanted that PhD, but you didn't think you can do it because, you don't have the space for it in your mind and your heart, and then you start cleaning things up and you start seeing that you get a lot of support, and you start seeing that you get passion for it and you get drive for it and you start putting in the work for it. I just feel like you're going to see even more than what you thought about that PhD. Like it's like the feeling of like, oh, now I know why I was interested in trying to get that PhD. Maybe you're going to meet the love of your life in that place. Maybe you're going to see the field or the area of life that it's like, this is where I wanted to go. This is what I wanted to do. I didn't know. And that's how I'm getting this, Pisces. But yes, you are a big deal. People have been noticing you since you were a child. And unfortunately, when you're children, you don't know, and adults too, they get jealous and they hate on it and they say, I don't like you. Or they'll be, there's something wrong with you. You're not cute. You're not all that. And they give you that vibe and that energy, and they try to find faults in you, like, oh, your hair is short. I don't like your hair, like whatever it is. And it's because you were a big deal. There was definitely some type of light that was illuminating you, even at that point. It's just that you didn't see it within yourself yet. You were too young, maybe weak in some way, to realize that your difference is what was your light. It was what made you special. Not fitting in is what made you special. All right, let's clarify a little bit. We're going to use these because these are very descriptive. I feel like a lot of you may need to get out of the house, Pisces. There's something here in order to grow. Like something's calling you to move maybe, or to go somewhere different. It doesn't just have to be from the house. It could just be, you know, maybe a different workplace or school of some sorts. I don't know. But let's see. Spirit, tell me more about this broom. The Two of Pentacles. And we got the Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands here at the bottom. There was certain things in your space and in your life and in your mind that was giving you a poor mindset. Like that's what I'm feeling here. Like there was some type of poor mindset that you had. A lot of times we have self-imposed limitations, and they may be because certain people have told us in the past that that's all we could be and that's all that we were. But I do feel, and I love this energy where you have been thinking about those things and you've been having revelations about it. And these have been very inspiring for you to, you know, clear the way to get rid of it, because you don't want to have that mindset anymore. You don't want to hold on and juggle things, you know, and stay in a broke mentality. You know, like this is like the feeling I'm getting here. It's like there's an opportunity and a chance and a soul mission and purpose for you to really take your life to the next level is what I'm getting. But it all starts, and this is where you're at, Pisces. It's like, I'm clearing this up. Like, I'm not going to stay in a certain situation. I'm not going to hold on to things and be somebody's clown, you know, and keep myself back anymore in life. Like, I don't care if I close that door and I find myself in a tiny little room all by myself, you know, like this is where I'm going. But the good thing is, Pisces, you do have the Eight of Wands. And I did say that there are people that are supportive of you. They can't let you go. It doesn't matter what decisions you make, Pisces, because they're always going to follow you. Hopefully they're all good. I did feel good, but let's clarify that. Let's see a little bit. I do feel supportive people in your life. King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. These people are used to seeing a certain type of lifestyle. When they see you, yes, it's going to be very different, and it's going to raise questions with them. They may be upset with it. They may challenge you, some of them. But for the most part, they're going to see a new way of living life, of earning money, of making themselves feel satisfied, happy, and content. And I think that in itself is going to make them very curious about you and what you're doing and how to kind of, you know, follow you in that direction. So I see these followers here, Pisces. There's something that you came across or you stumbled upon, and you didn't expect for people to kind of follow you. I'm thinking about that Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump, remember when he was, he just started running, you know, like he just felt it because, you know, I think Jenny left or something. Yeah, Jenny left, and then so he just put on the pair of shoes that Jenny had given him, and he just started running, and he didn't stop. He just stopped to eat, to sleep, to go to the bathroom, you know, but he kept running. That was like a new purpose. And then all of a sudden he started getting followers. Like people started following him, and they were like, you know, like this guy must know something, or they must be onto something. And, you know, he was just following his purpose and his mission, but people felt it. They could feel that this person is on. Where are you going? Where are you headed? Like there's something like that you're discovering here, and it feels right. They may not have known what it was exactly, but they followed him anyway. And that's what I'm kind of getting here with you. People will respect you because they feel like you're listening to your spirit, you're listening to a higher calling or a higher power, and they want some of that because they can't hear it yet in that light. They cannot hear it yet. But coming near you or following you is also going to help them figure out their purpose and what their soul is saying. They're going to get a whiff of it, a touch of it, Pisces, is what I'm getting. But let's keep going. Spirit, tell me more about this Page of Wands. There's the higher calling. And we got pages. We got double Page of Swords. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are going to be watching you. A lot of you may do something with social media or just something where you have an audience or some type of a crowd that listens to you in some way. But let's see. Something about treat this with a lot of love and a lot of care. There's something that I'm hearing. The one thing you can count on is work. It's like you can always count on yourself to work hard for yourself in whatever that area is in your life. Because people will disappoint. And I felt that energy. People will disappoint. But you, as long as you work, you will never disappoint yourself, Pisces. You do have a higher calling. You do have a mission. You do have a purpose. There's a lot of curiosity around you at this time. And the funny thing is, you may have that Forrest Gump energy where it's like, I just felt like running. I'm not saying you don't know where you're going, but you definitely are a beautiful spirit and soul that just listens to it, and then, you know, things start happening. And that's what I've been feeling here. Let's go a little deeper. Spirit, tell me more about this Page of Swords. We got the Death and the Five of Wands. Are we talking about Willis? This to me looks like some type of shake up. Once you go out there, because you start getting curious about something else or someone else, there's going to be a battle royale. Like, everyone's going to come out of their seats, you know, type of feeling. Like they're going to stand up. Like I just saw a bunch of people standing up from their seats. I don't know what that means, but they're standing up from their seats. It's like old feelings are going to start being wrestled up and kind of like pulled up to the surface is what I'm feeling. And it all stems from something that you do that is like you're curious about, and you start researching and going into that direction. For a lot of you, not for a lot of you, for some of you, you were meant to uncover something that someone else tried to hide. Oh no. I'm remembering that horrific movie, The Lovely Bones. It's about a woman who, you know, she got abducted and killed, you know, but then her spirit started, like, you know, death. Yeah, she went, and she started going around her family, you know, from the other side, and she was trying to like tell them like where she was, and well, at first she was confused, you know, she was on a mission, I guess, to find those bones so that she can be in peace, you know. And I think, what was that, Mark Wahlberg? I think it was, yes. I don't know the girl's name. It was a sad story, but so it's like something that you're gonna dig up, Pisces, that somebody thought they had buried. I don't think you're gonna do it on purpose. I'm not sure. It's just something is leading you to uncover something, like a mystery. It could be some type of unsolved mystery, you know, of some sorts. For some of you, not all of you. I think for the majority of you, this is just like, you're gonna cause a ruckus. You're gonna you know, like if you ever go to a workplace and the workplace says, well, we always did it this way. This is the way we do it. And then you're kind of curious and you do something different. And next thing you know, everyone is like, oh my God, like, who are you? Why'd you come in here? Why did you change the game? Why are you like doing this? You know, and it causes an uproar, because then people need to keep up. People need to, you know, they start realizing that they were complacent in a situation and they didn't make anything move until you started being a little curious about something and researching and looking in, and then boom, you know, it's like it gets unsurfaced and uncovered. But it's going to cause a ruckus, but that's okay, because maybe you were being led to to cause that, Pisces, because maybe people were trying to pretend that something didn't happen and lay it low, you know, and you're going to be the one. I see that somehow is being led to open it. All right. What is the outcome? We got the Knight of Pentacles. It says, slowly but surely, you're going places. Let me throw one out for this. The world. I do feel some type of traveling of some sorts, Pisces, and I do feel like it's going to make a difference in your life. This is a beautiful energy of finally achieving or making an achievement that you've been working slowly towards. I do feel like it's going to be slow, but I also feel like you're going to feel on top of the world. You know, like you're going to be able to close chapters and close doors. You see where like you uncover something, some type of mystery of some sorts, and then a ruckus ensues after that. And it's like you did it. You solved it. And you close it, you'll be able to close the chapter on it. To me, this comes off on somebody that was kind of hiding who they were or what was going on in their life. And something about you just knew, you know, to like look at this or read this or go into this. Because I feel the Holy Spirit guiding you to do that. Sometimes we don't know why we get thrown into the mix of toxic situations, but it's because you were the only one that could expose or reveal or find the truth in order to let people out of a daydream of some sorts. So the outcome here is perfect, Pisces. It's you being on top of the world, you making strides and achievements and being able to finally close the door on something that was very hidden in your life. All right, what advice do we have here? Two of Wands. Your decisions decide your future here. Nothing else. Let's throw one more too, just to... Your decisions decide your future, nothing else. Knight of Wands. I feel like an upsurge of confidence. You know, you're not going to be afraid to start friction anymore, because you're going to notice where there's friction, there is healing. That's how I'm getting it. Where there's friction, there is healing. So a little friction is good in your life, Pisces. And I know you're the type of person, and you've been the type of person like, nope, I want peace, I want to relax, I don't want to friction. But there's a new you that's kind of emerging here. It's very adventurous. It's the type of person that's not afraid to cause controversy, and it's not because you want to. It's not for the attention. You know, it's more so because Spirit is guiding you into these people's lives to stir up something, so that way they can get the proper healing themselves as well. You know, and that's how I'm getting that. And I feel like your confidence is going to grow, and you're no longer going to be that person that kind of just stays in the cut, doesn't say anything for fear of how people are going to interact. You know, it's just, you're going to start really embracing that you are just a game changer. You're that energy that walks into a situation and you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, but it actually turned out to be what needed to be said or done in that moment. All right, let's do career and money. How long have I been on here? Spirit, tell me more. Debt paid in reverse. Performance evaluation and the right direction. Somebody is really, like, I don't know, they may feel guilty about something, like they owe you something, like the debt is not fully paid with you yet, or you may feel that way. Ooh, wait a minute. Sometimes things cannot be, they can always be forgiven, but there's no dollar amount for whatever has happened. There's no dollar amount, there's no energy, no time. And I think you're kind of right, Pisces, here to like, it's not good enough. You know, like something is just not good enough for you. I think you're right, because I can kind of feel where people are still trying to find themselves and work themselves out. And maybe they don't want to admit to themselves that they were wrong in some way. There is a performance evaluation here. And I do feel like there are some people that you may be, this may be you, or this may be a higher power that is like, nope, not yet. You're not done yet. No, you're not done yet. No, you haven't paid off your debt yet. And when I say debt, it's like your karma, whatever else is needed. Nope, not yet. So I do feel like there is someone or some people in your lives that are being evaluated, whether this is by you or by a higher power. And I do feel like they are trying, they're taking a step into the right direction, but unfortunately it's not good enough is the feeling. And there's still an evaluation process here is what I'm getting. If this is about work, let me see. I think you're making strides at your job. You are not yet where you want to be, but you know, you're headed in the right direction. Just keep at it, Pisces. In time, the debt will be paid. There is an evaluation that is happening. This may be very literal for your place of work, or you may just have a lot of eyes that watch you and evaluate and judge and critique, and that's fine. You know, it's good to have, you know, people see who you really are. You know, because in time they'll see that, you know, you are worthy and you are worth something. All right, let's do the Oshos. You got someone around you that is very insecure. You make them feel very insecure. I think all this power that you have and this purpose in your life and this direction, there's a lot of people that will support you, but it also makes them wonder, what about me? What's my purpose? What's my direction? Spirit, tell me one. Past lives in reverse. Experiencing, getting out of the house, Pisces, like you're going somewhere. Encourage. To me, when this is in reverse, it talks about some type of growth. You know, like I did feel a lot of people that have your back and are very supportive of you. And this could be in the spiritual realm as well, especially with that past lives coming out. But this is definitely some form of a growth. Like you're outgrowing something. Like you I don't know how to explain this. Like you're fulfilling your destiny, basically. You're fulfilling it. Sometimes you don't want to keep pushing forward, but because of the fear of the friction and the static and, you know, and I feel this energy, but you got to keep throwing yourself in there, doing the things that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know, like that's how I'm getting it. And, you know, you have to be strong. You have to be courageous. You have to know that you are stronger than anything that is coming in your direction. It may seem something impossible, like a rose that grew from the concrete, right? Like maybe you had that tough background, you know, and I did feel something about that. But you have to understand that you were that rose. If you believe in your heart of hearts, Pisces, that when you were younger, you never fit in, you know, and you felt bad about yourself and you wanted to fit in. And then as you grew, you realized that that was your super strength. That was your superpower, was that you didn't belong there. You didn't. You were a big fish in a little pond, and you didn't have the people there that were nurturing you into who they, like, I'll give you the example. I see my daughter. I see my daughter's potential. I know what she can be. So I don't control. Of course, you know, there's things that as a mom you have to watch and talk about, but I don't control. I let it be. I give her all the tools and all the strength. I see all the things that she wants to be, she likes, she takes interest in, and I make it available for her. That's my job, you know, like, here you go, you know. Like, you didn't have that. You didn't really have somebody that saw your potential and nurtured it. They were very controlling, is the feeling, and they tried to put you in line with how everybody else used to be, or what you should be, or how it looks like. And you're breaking free of that. You know, you're going to start doing this for yourself. You're going to do what I do for my daughter. You're going to do it for yourself. You're going to start paving waves for yourself. You're going to start feeling things out and saying, you know what, I think I like this. Let me put myself in art school. Let me, you know, like, do this a little further, because I like this. And my spirit's telling me to go here and to do this. You know, there is a lot of plant life here, Pisces. So I don't know if there's something to do with plants, with trees, you know, I don't know. For some of you, this may be something very new to you, something that your family or history of family has not done before as well. There was something else here. Yes, okay. So it's going in line with my daughter. She had a lot of she had a learning disability, and it took a lot, you know, for me and her father to get her on the right path. And she still struggles, you know, she still struggles with things, but I'm so proud of her, so incredibly proud of her. You know, I didn't think she could make it to college. You know, I didn't, because it was rough, you know, like, it was like, oh my goodness, is she going to even get a diploma, like, at some point, because she had a learning disability. But she, with my and her father's help, and God, of course, and her tenacity and her will of not giving up, it all led her to where she's at today. She was very upset because she failed a class, and, you know, I didn't know what to say, because I don't know what to say. So I channeled something through, and it was that whole Rocky thing. It was, the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. And I don't care how tough you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. And there's more here. It says, now if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits, and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that's not you. You're better than that. You're better than that, Pisces. And I'm not saying you're pointing fingers, but definitely you're not a coward. Courage literally came out here. So you have the courage to go after what you want, no matter what ruckus it starts, no matter who's with you and who's not with you. I'm just seeing that Jerry Maguire, who's coming with me? You know, and one person, let's go, let's start this. And that's your tenacity, Pisces. All right, Pisces, I hope you like the reading. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.